I just want the public to understand that what this does is it nationalizes and federalizes the voting system.
Yes.
In Washington, D.C., it allows the bureaucracy, as you say, people who do not represent any individual, they're civil servants, they're union members, what have you, to alter the voting in a particular state and potentially to add voting provisions in a particular state, takes all the power away from state legislatures.
Right.
The federal Constitution, Hans, specifically empowers state legislatures to make the election laws in the states. And there would be no constitution, if the states did not retain that authority. I've read some of these debates in the state conventions, and this was a key issue because they understood that they were creating this government, but they were creating a limited government, and they were going to be damned if they empowered that government to determine in their states what the voting procedures would be. So why is this being pushed like this by the Democrat Party?
Well, when you look at all the different provisions in these bills, not only do they want bureaucrats in Washington controlling this, and look, you and I both know, we worked at the Justice Department, it's the Civil Rights Division that would handle, for example, reviewing state election laws, and all of those career lawyers there, if they weren't working in the Civil Rights Division, would be working for the DNC. I mean, that's their political views. But all of the other changes that are being mandated to the states basically would destroy every safety and security protocol that states have put in place to try to ensure the integrity and honesty of an election. I don't know how to say anything other than they want to make it easy to cheat in elections.
To that point, is there anything that they're proposing that would make it harder to cheat or harder to commit acts of fraud, or are they enshrining potential cheating and fraud? So when people say, wait a minute, that sounds like fraud, that sounds like cheating, they can say, but it's not fraud, it's not cheating, it's the law.
There's also provisions in this that change federal campaign laws that are clearly intended to curtail political speech and political activity and to turn the Federal Election Commission, which enforces federal campaign laws, into a partisan enforcement agency.
So the Democrat Party would not be pushing any of this if they didn't think the Democrat Party would benefit from this with their 50 votes, which I guess they consider majority in the Senate. They seem to think they have a mandate. They know they don't, so they want to get this done because they fear the midterm elections. And that's part of the reason I think they want to make these changes.